Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Nvidia stock and also the semiconductors, that is AMD, ARM, Broadcom, SMCI, Micron. I'll try to do Intel and TSM as well if the time allows. So with that guys, let's jump into the price action. Once I also let you know, none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes. So Nvidia is getting quite weak now, eh? I mean, it's just not being able to take itself higher, right? It's running into these supply zones, right? And this is something, as I mentioned, that this will have its proximity, the area of influence with the lower pivot, especially once the price got up back here. And then once the sell-off again came on a relatively stronger volume as well down here, you can see any rebounds that we have been getting are being sold out. But hey, anyways, as long as the structure is still holding, you are still able to take the intraday long plays, right? But anyways, let's go to the hourly interval, but just keep in mind that $128 is still technically a pivot, but is Nvidia most likely looking like it will go down to $117, or can it still stay up there? That's also the case we'll talk about in this video. So let's jump to now the hourly interval, and I already pointed out this level 128. Keep this in mind, keep a mental picture of this thing, this area, because this will be a very critical thing that we'll be talking about, because once this pivot is lost, guys, this current trend is gone. Now we have to see how much strength do we have at $128 level, right? So let's go to the hourly interval and let's talk about that thing. And I'm going to mark this as with the red line here, guys, so that over my significant level, so that you are aware about it much cleanly. So here we are. Now, so if you have seen my morning video, I already talked about, guys, somewhere price was back here, somewhere here, I guess. And I talked about we are already forming lower pivot. I do expect this thing to continue lower. 200 hours moving average is what you are watching. You can see precisely we got over there, found support twice over there, all right? 200 hours moving average. These could be your day trading scalp strategies as well, right? Like double test of this, you can play the bottom of these and with the stop loss on the other side and trade it back to the upside. These are intraday scalps only though, nothing more than that. These is not like, oh, we are now fully bullish now. These are just scalp plays. But what is from here in the structure? Guys, this is the zone you are watching tomorrow, 200 hours moving average and 128. If we lose this area tomorrow, all right, it's going to be very problematic for Nvidia. Nvidia may very well start to fall. 123 is the direction that Nvidia tomorrow will go then if we lose 200 hours moving average eventually, right? So yes, you can expect a downside day on Nvidia if we lose this bottom structure. 101. So this is an area actually, 128 down to the area of 127 and 30 cents around, right? So this is what you are watching. We lose it, we go down. Is there a possibility to the upside? Sure, yes. What is the possibility if we can continue higher? Well, for that, definitely we have to stay above 128, but I will see only strength in Nvidia if Nvidia gets above 129 and 53 cents. If Nvidia can do that tomorrow and also above 50 and 20 hours moving average, this thing can still continue higher. Technically, Nvidia is still holding that 128 though, okay? So it all comes down to how it reacts at this area tomorrow. If we lose 200 hours moving average and 120 to the downside, expect the flush continuation, break of the structure that completely puts Nvidia in a completely different dire position. If we get above 129 and 56 cents, that can bring some more upside together with getting above 20 and 50 hours moving average. I would still want to keep it intraday though, regardless of whichever side you take, because Nvidia is in the distribution phase. But that's pretty much it, what you are watching. If you ask me what my sentiment is, guys, it all comes down to that level, as those level breaks, because technically I'm not biased on what Nvidia would do. I'm just reading the price action and telling you these are the price areas you are watching for structure breaks, because this is where the flushes happens or support happens or breakout happens. These are the zones that I just provided you based off of the structure. And once we lose or continue to go in that direction, it will stay in that direction or break, right? So because technically the pivot hasn't really broken, right? It's still trying to hold itself above that. But am I seeing strength enough? No. And this is what the definition of distribution phases are. You have to, because it does create some complication in trading, but this is where you master your trading skills as well, because you get really good with your stop losses, you really get good with your emotions, you get disciplined, and accordingly you take the position solely based off of the price action and no opinions, no biases. All right, so that's that. All right, so let's see if Nvidia can continue to hold the structure of this pivot, and if it can't, if it loses, then be prepared for some flushes coming then your way. All right, so that's that. It all comes down to those levels that I provided you. So this is Nvidia, and yeah, all right. So okay, I do want to tell my opinion as well, like yes, where I think it's most likely going, but I want to leave it at these levels. But I would just give it, a little bit more leg up on, again guys, it all comes down to the structure. If we lose the structure, but I just feel that there's just more weakness seeping in Nvidia right now, and this level may not hold. But again, it doesn't matter what I'm saying, it may not hold, right? It all comes down to those levels. Market can be, it can turn around on a dime, and so that's why you have to trade with the levels that I provided. Okay, yeah, but yeah, to me it just seems like there's just strong supply zone I'm seeing, and uh, yeah, if there is no catalyst that can push it up, which technically it doesn't matter, it's not an earning season. And yeah, but just just trade with those levels that I provided. I'm holding myself back from giving too much as an opinion, which more you will develop based off of your experiences. And I just want to let you develop your own experiences and just trade technically. And because those technicals will itself help you build your experience, and eventually later down the road you will know inside you the hunch that okay, what the price action is going to do. It comes with time, it comes with experience. All right, okay, so that's Nvidia. And okay, let me put it this way. Sorry guys, I'm taking a bit time here. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised at this point if we just crack below and flushes. All right, here you go. I said that, but trade with the levels, technicals, anything can happen. But I said I won't be surprised if we lose this pivot and we just crack lower and flush. All right, but again, just saying my opinion, and my opinion would not matter, because if Nvidia continues to hold 200 hours moving average, and these levels above, and if it gets above this 129 and 48 cents, yeah, it's not flushing then, right? It's just continuing higher. So yeah, that's that. It all comes down to those levels. All right, but yeah, you have to be prepared of either side, and then you will have some inside you some level of you can see the weight in the price action, right? The heaviness in the selling or buying, and that will a little bit give you some inclination. All right, so but anyways, every day is a new day, and that's why we trade with the technicals, because once those technicals activate, it's the direction, right? So that's that. So upside and downside based off of the levels I provided. Sorry guys, took me a while here, but let's jump to AMD. So AMD, as I have been talking about over the weekend as well, that guys expect some red days. So today, well, in the morning when I was doing the video, it was trying to do its thing, chopping around, but I said that let it do its thing. I will only play it up to from here, more upside only if it gets above the blue box. Otherwise, yes, I do expect this cool offs to come. We closed quite deep red, and I still expect that this week we might be cooling off. And it won't change the structure full on bearish, but guys, the time to take profits are in these extensions, and let the pullback happens. And yeah, which in this case at intraday level, it could be a cool off as well, right? So which means some short plays. If you are an intraday trader, you can trade those. It all comes down to if we lose 180 tomorrow, if we continue to lose this or reject overhead resistance of 20 and 50, we can continue lower. I'm already seeing a lower pivot here. So any pullback, if it stays until here, crack below 180, we can be testing 177. I won't be surprised if AMD comes down and pullbacks all the way to 173. May not happen tomorrow, but I do expect this week to me seems like AMD will cool off, and that's what I have been saying over the weekend as well, that I expect some red days coming for AMD. That's the pullbacks to the downside that are coming. ARM. Guys, before going further, I also want to point you out here to my channel, Junior Trader Dividend Investing channel, and link to this will be in the description of this video. If you're interested in following along my dividend investing journey, the portfolios that I'm building, last video that I did is profits are looking amazing, and soon as Nvidia continues to fall, there is an Nvidia ETF as well, covered call ETF, that I'm looking to buy. All those details I share in these videos, guys, all the updates. Check this channel out, subscribe and like here as well if you're interested. All right. Coming back to ARM, so ARM is around this, guys, here's the thing, right? Yes, structure is still bullish, but take profits in the extensions, right? Time to reload is in the pullbacks, right? And you know, all these pullbacks we reloaded, and yes, technically structure is still bullish. And this is where I have been saying that watch the price action around this level of the blue box, and we got some buying happening up there. But now we are also seeing a little bit sell-off. So at this point, I would only want to reload again into this blue box or from wherever if I see the price structure to the upside, right? And what is the price structure to the upside? What is it telling me? Let's take a look at that. So right now, it's showing me that it has a lower pivot on the hourly interval. So, and this is what I talked about in the morning as well, that if we lose this pivot of 179 and 72 cents, expect this thing to cool off into this blue box. We have come very close. Now tomorrow you are watching, if we lose 177 and 34 cents, we'll come down to 200 hours moving average, and that's where you are seeing if this pivot holds into the blue box. So, but that cool off may happen if we lose this level of 177 and 39 cents. If we get tomorrow above 179 and 66 cents, like good up, then you can expect some upside on this continuation again. All right, it all comes down to intraday only right now, but yeah, otherwise this level 179 and 66 cents into the rebound, if we fail to go higher above that, will also can act as a short. So you have to see how the wicks are forming, how the price action is reacting at these levels, and accordingly will take the position. But these are the places with the stop loss on the other side. But these are the important pivotal places that the position needs to be taken with the stop loss on the other side. That's the way to trade. Broadcom. So let's go to the hourly interval, sorry, daily interval first, and staying above 20 days moving average. Yes, technically structure is still bullish, but we do have a little bit of a lower pivot forming on the daily interval. Yeah, this into this pullback though, right? The structure remained bullish, but let's go to the hourly interval. And in the morning, a little bit messed up because I had to do intraday levels low, and I ended up doing the significant levels low. But I don't think it's gonna show much difference right now in these levels down here. Yeah, because it's going to take a while, guys. Let me see. Yeah, because we just had a stock split on this, right? But anyways, we still have some cleaner data here. So it's already adjusted. Like these levels are still adjusted and all great. Yes, these are accurate levels. But what I'm seeing is this density, right? Because it's just went through the stock split. Volatility hasn't adjusted in the price action and the chart and the volume data, not just volume data, but the price action data. And so yeah, that's why you are seeing this some clumpiness as well here. Okay, so anyways, Broadcom may stay, I think it will and may stay choppy, and yeah, I'm not going to, I don't want to trade it right now. If it stays above this, you know, 250 and 20, sure, you can try to play long, but that would be it. If we lose this, there may be some cool off coming to 200. If we lose that as well, then some more downside. But it looks choppy as what it, how choppy can it be, right? That's, it just looks like. For a much more clear direction, I wanted to see to the downside only if it loses 166 and 69 cents, and then we'll see if downside comes. Otherwise, it can crawl its way still higher. All right, that would be that. SMCI. So yeah, SMCI is trying to, so this was the level I talked about this morning, right? Since if we close today below 911, I'll be, that was it, guys. Okay, yes, this structure was becoming bullish that we talked about. We were bullish through these pullbacks as well. We went all the way high to this supply zone area, then sold off. Time to take profits is in these extensions. Okay, now is this a time to reload into the pullback? Well, if the pullback would have been only until this level of 910 and we would have seen a support here, then yes, that was a good pullback. It went deeper, thus losing a pivot, thus losing a structure, and that's why I'm not comfortable right now on the long side. And For intraday tomorrow, you can still try upside if it gets above 910, but just level by level take profits intraday only. I won't do much more than that. If we lose 883 tomorrow, let it also lose then 200 hours moving average. Otherwise, that can still give it a support for a day at least, and then we'll see how the price action does. Micron will be very simple, guys, and well, it's simple because I have been just saying just stay on the sideline on this. Let it pick a clear direction. If you lose the 50 days moving average and the blue box down tomorrow, if it has to happen tomorrow, if it has to happen, and then it's gonna flush. Looks like flush may be coming. All right, and yeah. So, and only upside if we get above 20 days moving average. That's the only way I would trade Micron at this point. Otherwise, no. Intel, let's take a look at, oh, this thing is, yeah, that's why I don't trade Intel, guys. There is nothing to look here. Just go away. Time to build the position is in this between these red lines. If it falls below it, get out. If it stays above it, just size in, size out, whatever. I mean, size out pretty much. Size in areas in this red zone between these two red lines. Otherwise, just stay away from this stock. There's nothing to see here, guys. TSM. TSM technically structure is bullish, guys. Yeah, technically structure is bullish. If we lose 20 days moving average, then only I would expect some downside, but right now structure is on the daily interval is bullish. Let's take a look on the hourly interval, how things are looking like if you are trading TSM. If we lose the level of 184 and 83 cents tomorrow, you can expect 200 hours moving average test, but I would not do more than that tomorrow. If we stay where we are and get above 186 and 39 cents, you can expect some more upside. But that will just result in a choppy day, nothing more than that. Yeah. So yeah, this is getting choppy, but just remember structure is technically still bullish. If pullback comes, 20 days moving average can be another good support on this. These are the areas into the pullbacks where when the price action holds, just stay with the structure, right? When the price action holds, you can still trade the rebounds back to the upside with the double bottom consolidations, things like that. All right. And it's stop loss on the other side, but you just don't go and buy the falling knife. You have to let the price action hold itself and settle down then only, right? All right, that's TSM, and I think that's it for this video, guys. And so yeah, let's see if more looks like most of the stocks might give us some flush tomorrow if they have to, like Nvidia, Micron. Just be prepared for these. All right. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in my next videos then. All right, take care. Bye. And if you need access to my tools, links in the description below. All right, bye.